help the business people.
Yeah,
Nah,
that,
because
you know,
what
niggas, they got a lot of
yeah.
lost people, unless they'll turn it to bounties, cuz.
That's it, turn it to
It's easy to turn it to bounty.
what was I gonna say?
Easy, cuz.
About job hopping, innit? Like,
Job hopping. Oh.
because I was thinking, like, I think I saw a couple things. You know how there's this kind of this new fucking what's it called? This kind of not gender. What am I talking about? This kind of generational kind of divide between, you know, like the older lot and the younger lot, the millennials, and then like the older lot.
Yeah.
One of the things that the older lot seem to be saying is like, oh, right, like these younger guys or these younger people, they can never stay in a job for a long period of time because obviously they're used to it, innit? They used to stay in a job 20 plus years and that.
Yeah.
The younger lot, they don't stay in jobs, this, you know, how are you going to be able to build if you can't even stay in one job? And I've been seeing it and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, first of all, don't watch that, innit? Like, don't watch that, like.
First of all,
don't watch what younger people are doing.
First of all,
You know
no one young sits in a job
20
till
plus
they're-
years.
Yeah,
Come
like
on,
it's
bruv.
not the wave.
It's not no more. I think probably back in their day.
Yeah, back
that
in
was
their
normal,
days, yeah,
innit?
where you
But
had a
come
job
on,
and you don't
man.
know if you might get the
It's
next one.
not
Like,
the
how
way.
easy, it's actually so easy
And
for you
it's
to get a job.
and these men need to understand. Firstly, this shit's only gonna get worse. Like they need to understand.
Yeah.
Us man are the first of this shit.
Yeah,
Are gonna. Do you think?
The attention span, yeah, in
It's just-
our
like-
generation and the generation below and the generation to come
It's just gonna
is
keep-
so
yeah,
small.
yeah.
And like,
You think they're gonna stay in a job for like 10 plus years?
mate,
No,
you
no,
better
even
create
5 years.
create an environment
Mad,
that
bro.
even house these people.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You need
yeah.
to create an
I think
environment that's more
companies-
conducive for
I
like.
think
No,
I think
only
a
the
lot of
creative
companies-
companies do.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
only
but
creatives,
more. I think all industries need to start.
No,
doing
of
it.
course,
they
of course,
should.
They
of course.
need to
Because I
sooner or later.
At the end of the day, you can't tell me I'm gonna sit at a desk, or it doesn't matter what desk it is. Be creative, blah blah.
Yeah.
Sit at a desk for
Yeah, it actually doesn't
the
matter.
majority of your day is sitting on this desk from Monday to
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, you have to make it entertaining. Or I'm
Yeah,
gonna fuck off.
yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah. You're right. No, because you know why? Because the reason why I brought that up is because, yeah, as you say,
And we know way more now. Like we know so much. Like
Yeah.
as a generation, as a people, we know like so much. There's so much information now. So it's like we can be in a job thinking about so many other lanes to make. Most people have 3 other hustles.
yeah,
Literally, you're talking to a person, but
yeah,
he may
really.
be someone else,
Yeah.
somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Us
See,
in this room
it's
have
different dimensions.
so many different hustles.
Yeah,
And I feel like you just can't bullshit us now.
Yeah.
Like as you said, there's so much information like in front of
Information,
us.
like-
We know for a fact I'm not getting what I need to get from this
Yeah.
job. Fam, all I have to do is search. Okay, this job is giving me what I need, so I'm gonna
gonna
go.
go.
Yeah,
And
no,
when I
it's
go
good.
and they don't give
Yeah.
me what I need,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna find
good.
another job.
And it's not even from that point of view in terms of just that aspect in terms of obviously learning and development. I'm talking about P's as well.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Job hopping is probably the quickest way for you to build your salary.
To an extent. What
What do you mean to an
In
extent?
terms of you can only job hop so far.
Oh,
to get
yeah,
paid,
yeah.
you know what
I
mean?
get that. I
You
get
have to
that.
stop
yeah,
at some
yeah,
point
yeah,
and
because
then
you can't
work.
just keep doing it. Yeah, I get that. But I'm just saying in general,
right.
it's easier for you to job hop to get a higher salary than you just go into your director, your boss, and saying, "Can I get a salary?" You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's another
that's such a
positive thing.
dumb way. I get no. I completely understand because that's.
But that don't it cost the company money?
Of course it
Of
does.
course it
Yeah,
does.
Of course it does.
So why the
That's
hell?
why a
Why
lot
would
of
they?
com-
Why would
that's
they
why a
do
lot
that?
of
Why would
companies-
they let you leave?
But I know.
No,
they can't hold you.
no. What I'm saying, no, they
can't
would
hold
rather
you.
you leave and resign because they don't have to pay you nothing. You get what I mean?
But they're not. Then they have to start another
Yeah,
employment.
then they have to start the whole
But at the
process.
end of the day,
But
it's inevitable thing.
Exactly,
Right,
exactly. Especially in this, as you say, in this generation where people look for another job.
I
Right.
was gonna say that's what I was saying is that is the dumbest thing to do. To say I want to get paid more, as opposed to go and speak to, let's say, your director or manager and say, how can I graft to get the P's, which is a practical way to say,
I think that's
I'm
what
gonna
a lot
fuck
of the
off and go get a new job.
I think
that don't
a
make no
lot-
sense.
I think a lot of that's what I think a lot of the older generation was saying.
And
in
the older
terms of-
generation need to park the bus on these kind of chats. Like,
Unfortunately,
care what it was like in
them man
your
have, them
day.
man have to listen. They have to work till like 75. Them man they have to live.
I don't know why you're laughing. At
It's
this
not
moment in
funny
time,
because
we're here.
I'm laughing.
they haven't. They're still gonna have a lot to say. Do you know what I mean? They still got a lot to say.
Anyway, I know I need to chill. Fuck
They
out.
got a lot to say. That's what I'm saying. The battle started, like, but like they're still.
I've
You
lived in
guys are
this
still
generation longer.
because plus you're applying pressure on them.
Yeah, no,
They're not
because they
they're
know
not
for a fact,
moving.
yeah, they know for a fact. My young self coming to a business, they're like,
Yeah.
shit, I'm gonna lose my job to this nigga.
Hella spunky, like you're coming through with bright ideas and that.
Yeah, they partner.
Hella energy, like.
Has anyone ever said to you this, yeah, in any job, like, You got great ideas. Let's just try and, you know what I mean?
keep-
Learn the business first and then give your ideas.
Yeah.
Like, nah, big man, I'm
Because
trying to get you the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
they know.
Give me your salary.
They're seeing their grave looking at you. They're like, wow.
They only got 1 foot in it. Like,
Wow. Damn.
1 foot in
This
there.
guy just said, right, what come just fuck up the spreadsheets and that? Who is
Whose man's is this?
that guy?
come through like, hey, you know, make it a lot easier. Hey, bro, but don't touch my
They-
spreadsheet. Don't touch
Innit?
my fucking spreadsheet.
It'd be a lot easier if you did that. They'll just be like,
Nah.
they'll just shut you down. They don't even hear you. They're like, wait, nah.
So yeah, that's a
Nah.
good idea, but nah.
Nah, you know what I mean? You're gonna fuck up their money and that. Nah,
that was funny because
that's the problem, man. That's the thing. That's why this generation, next generation, a lot of people, we are actually creating new employment, like new jobs. We're creating new industries
new
and
wild-
ourselves, new ways to even make money. Because unfortunately, these men ain't going nowhere anytime soon, and we have to like live.
Yeah,
Do you get me?
But as
Because we
you
can
said-
see
but
their
you- I
end
think
goal.
you-
We
I
don't
think
want
you- I
to.
think you said
Yeah.
it. Like, I think a lot of companies are gonna start, have to start accommodating these sort of things because you know, it's only, as you say, the next generation and the next one, it's just gonna get worse. Well, not get worse. It's just gonna
get
keep
worse.
happening.
It's just
innit?
like it is
It's
what
just
it
keep
is.
happening, innit?
Yeah.
Like people are going to like job hop. People are going to be looking for something else because they said there's so much information there, innit?
I just thought of something. Imagine we got to a point where you could literally have a day job and it could be any job in the world. You just go there for 1 day, do your shit, and then you're unemployed again. Like
People do that.
Like
People
no,
do
but imagine a 1 day account. Imagine you went into your building
yeah.
right now,
People
and
do
you just
that.
see people coming in and out.
Yeah.
That'd
There's
be
people.
weird.
There's companies that do that. Like,
That'd be kind of cool.
What?
No, it won't be. It will be.
if you
Yeah,
get-
it'll be
if you're
cool.
getting P, because
If you're getting a, like-
that's like those.
But actually, that's
contract
weird though.
jobs,
How
man.
can you work for an hour though?
Not an
no,
hour for
a
a day.
day.
For a day. That's what I said. People do that.
That's a
now.
consultant, isn't it?
It's basically that. That's what a lot of self-employed
So
consultants
you could
do,
get to a
bruv.
level as a young, like you could be a young guy
That's what
and get to a
consultants
level
do,
of a consultancy
Yeah,
and be
you
like, yo,
go
I'm
there.
gonna come into your office and like do a sick job and bounce.
But
And it's how much I
people
want.
do that. People do that. That's what I mean.
It's how much I want. I'm gonna make sure you don't make this amount of money.
Bruv, that's ideal, bro.
And I've got a track record. I've got a track
I
record as
just
well.
find that weird, bro. That's just a weird
It is,
aspect,
it
and I
is.
feel
That
like
does-
that's gonna become a common.
That's gonna
Yeah,
become a
yeah,
thing.
yeah, of
That's gonna
course.
definitely become a thing.
Yeah, that's good
Like-
though. I think it's good because I think we all should be supporting.
Trust
like,
me, man.
You know,
And plus, with all these online
Different
classes
from-
as well, online classes, there's so many ways
you
to even
just
get
said it.
information.
You just
like
said it. You just said it. There's
YouTube,
information everywhere.
everywhere. You can
So-
literally just go on and just get credited online and be like, yo, I got a credit. Like, some of these stuff is going to become so like not institutionalized. Like, because them man, they had to
It's
go
a
into
good
a
point,
building,
it's a good point. Yeah.
stay for 5 years, get the thing,
Get all the
And then
knowledge.
and that's it.
beat
yeah.
the competition out the way, which wasn't even much competition
Yeah,
really,
back-
because
yeah.
back then it was really like, and then they'll get into the place and they sit there,
Yeah.
mortgage, sit down. You know what I mean?
That's what you, yeah.
then die.
It's
And
And there was
moving,
never,
must
there was
sit
no,
and
there was
die.
no,
Yeah,
there was no
die.
like fourth, there was no
Yeah,
dimension,
no,
there was
you're
no,
right,
it was
you're
just,
right.
There was
was
no
flat.
other lanes of
Yeah,
go up and dip
it
in
was
here,
just
but now
really-
it's like
It's
that's the
moving,
thing.
it's
That's what
moving.
I'm saying. You can't bullshit us. It's like,
Yeah.
look, if you
Yeah,
ain't giving me
yeah,
what I need, bro, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna dip. And
Literally.
if something pops off, I'm really dipping.
Pops off.
I ain't even calling in to say I'm not coming
My
back.
fuck-
in. Just know that
You
I'm
know
not
I'm
here.
I'm not here.
motherfuckers are like, it's
You know
not,
where I'm not
and the
here.
weird part, a lot of people,
Oh, we want to
especially
give you a reference.
a lot of people are dipping,
Ref
like they're just
this.
saying, yo, I'm going to the, like people that go to other countries, like Australia, and like, yeah, I'm going to Australia,
Yeah,
I'm going to
Jay
Dubai,
Coleman as well,
I'm going
yeah.
to this, I'm going to that,
Yeah,
like,
Dubai
yo,
and afterward is very common.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, fam.
Very common.
yeah,
Yeah.
people just leave, like,
I got a mate who's literally he moved from my previous company. He's moved over to Dubai. I know a few people who's gone over to Dubai.
because
just to
then,
work.
man,
Like,
no one
finance over
owes
there
you
is
anything,
mad.
and they will let you know we don't owe you anything. And it's like a weird, it's a weird,
It's a weird thing,
It's
innit?
business, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's what it
that's
is.
how
Business. It's like
that's how
trading. You
business
have to
works.
trade.
That's how
something, you know
business
what I
You
mean?
works.
trade your
bro.
time for money. Innit?
Yeah. So, and they're gonna make your
Bars.
time feel like it's not important
Mm.
to keep you in that loop. That's the only thing. So, but your time is so super important, man.
Of
Super
course.
important. That's the only currency we have.
That's the only currency
Yeah.
we have. You see, it's a resource.
Yeah, but
Boy.
what? Yeah.
Bro, those are all
Man.
my topics, boy.
No, that's fair. I mean,
Do you have any? Do you have anything you want to talk about, boy?
something that could help the culture.
Man said help the
Yeah,
culture.
what
Credit, I think, is very important.
Oh,
Right.
credit. You want to talk about credit?
Yeah, because
Wait, hold on. Let's go around. Do you have a credit card, Jordan?
Do you
Oh
you got
yeah.
a credit
I've,
card?
I've applied for one, but I didn't apply for one.
What do you
Wait,
mean,
what?
bruv?
I've applied for. I've got one, but I don't use it.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, I
but you
got
don't
one.
use
Yeah, I don't use it.
Well,
Alright, cool.
well, that's cool.
Yeah.
You need to start though.
Yeah.
You got one. Of course,
What-
I've got one.
I've got
Well,
one.
like,
yeah.
yeah, talk about. Cause I actually don't know
got
too
one,
much
got
about
one.
credit cards. Like,
Yeah, like
I got one.
like I don't know about well, I do know everyone in this room has had this talk.
mm,
Watch out for credit cards and loans. They are the devil.
right.
And for growing up, for time in my life, it was like fear credit card. Never get a credit card. Just make sure
Right.
you get money in your hand,
Right.
and then wherever you need, just spend it. And if you don't have it, don't get it. and it's actually the dumbest thing when you think about it. Because like, what do we strive for? What are like the main things we strive for to be an adult? Some would say a car, right?
Yeah.
A house, and if we're lucky, a business, right?
Right.
All these 3 things you cannot afford to take out of your pocket, like unless you're gifted. I mean, not gifted. Unless you're blessed to come into a household with peas. You know what I mean?
Money, yeah.
So you need to borrow from the bank. Now the bank don't care if you can pay me back or Denzel back or pay your mum back. Like they don't give a shit about how well you are. They care about your history and your financial history. And if you can't, if you don't have a phone contract in your name, that's a wild thing because it's such an easy way to get your credit score up. Because it's you pay back monthly on the service.
Right.
I keep telling people, as a young person, right, if you want to build up your credit, buy something small. Buy a TV that costs maybe like £200 and pay £10 every month. £10, brother, I pissed £10 before I got it. It was nothing to me. And it's just a good way to start. And like, you need to build up your credit score because the banks don't give a fuck who you are. They only give a fuck about if you can pay back money.
Right.
I would say for Yims, yeah, you see your credit card, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you, so say if you have the cash in your current account,
Right.
you have a credit card. Say if you're going to buy something on your current account, something like, I don't know, a holiday. So you're going to book a holiday, right? Just book it on your credit card and then pump the money straight from your current card into your credit card. It looks like you've done a bit.
History, yeah,
that's all it does. Like, you don't have to say, all right, I'm going to
But why is that so important? Okay, wait. Okay. If like, because I'm kind of slow, but I'm not slow.
That's cool.
But like, how would you, like, what does that mean? Like, what is that? So if you do that, what does that show up as?
It shows that when you want to ask the bank to pay your mortgage, that's what they do. They pay the whole thing and you pay them back, or pump money into your business. They know, okay, you're reliable because we can see that you pay your debts back. Yeah. You pay them at a timely rate.
Let's be honest. Let's keep it 100. As you just said, the biggest thing. Let's think about the biggest thing, or the biggest loan a lot of us in our young lives are going to be applying for. The biggest loan is a mortgage, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like the biggest thing. If you've got anything that's going to be more than a mortgage, so you might need a loan for a business.
Right.
For instance, you might need 50 bags, whatever. Oh, okay, cool. All right, let's go for. The reason why I said a mortgage is because that's the biggest loan I have right now.
Right.
And it's the biggest loan I think most people would have.
Right. Yeah.
As Marv said, you can't literally just go up like, if you got the peas in the bank, fair dues, boy. You got the peas, pay cash. All right, cool. You need to show where that cash comes from. But I need them. Let me just show where the cash has come from. Make sure it's legit. And then if you got the cash, you got the cash. But a lot of us don't have P like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're gonna have to apply for some sort of loan to help you purchase a house, because that's probably the biggest thing you're gonna buy. You can't just rock up into a bank and be like, yo, I want 250 bags to buy this 3-bed yard.
They'll be like, yo, bluffing.
Are you alright? They'll be looking like, are you
fucking
alright?
slap you across the counter like, go get some credit,
bro. 250 bags. Alright, cool.
What is it? A fact that the bank don't hold that amount of money, or they can't transfer that?
Of course they do.
Oh,
of course they do.
It's a
national building society, isn't it? Like they got peas for days. Man.
Just the bank itself, might not have peas there, but they can get it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So the reason why obviously having a credit card is like the easiest way, I'd say, into building some sort of, it's like a rapport, because you build a credit card. Like for me, my credit card and my mortgage are with the same bank.
Right.
So they knew, man. They knew I'm good with peas. All right, cool. They gave me my peas for my house.
Right.
But as I said, when you have that rapport and they know, right, okay, yeah, this person, he pays on time, or he's got direct debits. Direct debits is really good as well, because it just shows you have the money in your current account for you to pay certain things.
And it could be anything. It could be something
anything.
small.
It could be
doesn't
something
matter.
small. Like,
So you can connect your direct debit.
I'll pay my Netflix.
You can put your direct debit.
Who the fuck pays for Netflix? What a waste, man. Bro, the amount of people's Netflix I've been using. Fucking dickhead.
This nigga's bringing girls over and that. He don't know he's patterning. Yeah, this is my benefit. I'm doing my future right now. And I'm gonna get that.
And then they're like, oh, can I borrow your Netflix? No, I'll pay for this.
This is a
that's
whole
exactly
thing.
how I am.
This is a whole. You're acting unusual.
That's exactly how I am. Certain people like, huh?
This is deeper than what you think it is.
You better get Showbox.
It's net credit.
You better get Showbox, but
It's net credit. So you'll put
in kind, my guy.
So let's say you'll pay your Netflix on your credit account, on your credit card account.
Well, you can.
You can if you
All right,
can.
cool.
It doesn't matter. Current credit doesn't matter.
Right.
But what I'm saying is a direct debit is really good to have. just any direct debit to have, because it just shows again that you're able to pay.
Right.
Because as I said, you come to your bank now, and as I said, it's not just, obviously I said my bank and my credit card's the same. My mortgage and credit card, it doesn't have to be. Your mortgage could be someone else, but they'll still run that check. Of course they'll run that check to see how you are. Because obviously a mortgage is probably your biggest, as I said, your biggest loan, biggest payment that you're going to be paying. So they need to know, can you afford this?
Right.
That's why a lot of the time when you get a mortgage,
Yeah.
they're going to look at your income, and they'll look at it in terms of how you pay and how much times your income you can afford, innit? So that's why having a credit card is pretty cool. Like I had my credit card, and then
Okay, so what's the, because obviously I got like the fare. Where's the fare stem from? Like, what is the pitfalls of, like, what's the pitfalls of credit cards?
Back in the day, no one knew what a credit. Back in the day when credit
like,
cards.
okay, you're talking about all the good things about it.
Yeah.
What's the like?
Okay,
What's the
negative
what's
things?
the negative?
If you fuck up in terms of, if you get a credit card and you just
payment.
spend it and you spend it crazy and you never pay it back, it fucks up your history because they know that you can't be trusted with money, and because of that, anything you want to do and it requires the bank, they're gonna tell you to chill out. Yeah, and that's one of the worst things.
Yeah, so it's having that reliance on a credit card.
Damn.
So don't rely on your credit card.
Right.
And even if you do rely on your credit card, you gotta make sure you pay that back.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what
not
you do.
Miss it, because if, as you said, you miss a payment, that will come up on your credit history that you've missed a payment, and that will fuck up your credit score.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep.
So that's why people say don't rely on it, because if you don't rely on it, you're able to pay. It's easier for you to pay it back.
Right.
Yeah. So that's one of the pitfalls. Don't rely on it. And yeah, if you miss a payment, you're fucked in the future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're not fucked, but it does.
Back in the
help.
day, they used to like take your shit. You didn't pay back your loans. They'll come through your yard.
Knock your shit out.
Like your business is gone. Like that's what the fear stems from, because they know how fuckery it can get if you fuck around.
But that's all we know from from a background where I don't really like. You kind of just see the negatives of credit misuse.
Of course, when you get
so you don't see the better. You don't see how
black people. I think because black people, we don't come from a lot in terms of owning stuff.
Yeah. We're new money. We're new money.
Yeah.
So
So
we're
when
just
it comes to ownership,
right.
we always look at ownership in terms of we love to own things, but when it comes to actually debt, we've always looked at debt as like, no, debt is not good. There's no good debt. Don't have no debt. Pay for everything outright. No lease.
Outright.
This is that.
Fam,
so
the
that's what I'm
dumbest
saying.
thing when rappers used to say, "Nah, bro, I pay all my cars and my houses, straight cash."
Yeah, I heard that's dumb.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I know that's dumb. Like,
why would you telling me? Oh, I can pay 100k over 3 years, or pay 100k right now? I'm gonna do over 3 years. But other shit to pay for.
Be healthy, innit?
Come on, man.
But anyway, that's what I was saying. So yeah, that's what I say. A lot of, obviously, it's just how we were like brought up.
Right.
Like we always look at ownership.
it's a game. It's a game that a lot of people need to understand how to play, because it will make a lot more powerful. Because a lot of people have money. They have money.
They have P. Yeah.
They have money. Like people actually have money. They can use that to even.
That's my message there. It's new money.
Yeah.
It's new money, and we don't know how to spend it. So we're only learning now, and obviously,
like in terms of, and that's true. You know, like new money. Like I'm seeing, like in terms of music, sport, like. Obviously, I'm just noticing. We spoke about it briefly about how black players I'm seeing coming up now and from these academies. It's such a good thing to see, bro.
Look at the Donny from the place for Celtic. What's his the young
Dembele.
one?
Dembele.
Bro, hard. And from
it's so
Celtic,
good.
bro.
You know what? It's so good because when I was playing ball, it weren't like that. In terms
Really?
of, not that many black people were making it.
Yeah. Bro,
I came around the same time as like the Wilshires and the Josh McCrackens and that, yeah. So obviously,
What happened to Donny? What happened to Josh McCracken? Where's he at?
I don't know, fam. But all I'm saying, that's where he was the guy who's coming up, innit?
FIFA, yeah.
Obviously, but now you're seeing it's so. I love it. And then you got people. Obviously, I know we spoke about man, but seeing Sterling do so well this season, it's just good to see, man. I love it.
I'm so happy for him, man.
He's gonna say something.
I was just gonna say, bro, just looking at the football in general, I remember
And they
when
got-
I used
I
to
thought they
say
got better
support Man
advisors.
United, and people like, why are you supporting Man United, bro? Why don't you support a black team like Arsenal? Because Arsenal had the black
Arsenal,
team.
when they had
But
Vieira,
look at the Man United roster right now. You're
It is.
bluffing.
Trust me, it's good.
You're
I love it,
bluffing.
I like it,
Man United is black. Even when I look at it, I'm like, damn. I'm like,
Barely
damn.
knows.
All you see is red and black.
It's the blackest team in the Premier League.
It is.
I think it is, It is,
It
is, you know.
Like, you see Jones. Even Jones is kind of black.
No, we don't claim that.
Jones is black. Jones is crazy. That guy's crazy.
Yeah, no, so that's good. As you said, yeah. I just
One match man had a nosebleed. I was like, this guy came back from injury. He got a no. This guy should just stay off the pitch, low key. Low key's forcing the career.
He just hurts himself every time.
That's the worst.
He hurts himself in the dugout, like
Trust
coming onto
me.
the pitch, just like
Man had the back. You see him get ripped by Messi. And he had a bandage in his head. That's lit up my man. Like wow. Wow.
What are you doing?
Wow. He's got bang, and he's dizzy again. Like wow, your life. Everyone makes the defender look calm. Joe just comes in on a random
thing, bro.
We will defend.
You know, he just gets banged up by the air sometimes. You know, he just hurts himself.
He does the most.
I swear I swear he got like a grass burn on his face or something.
Yeah, he's the type.
How do you do this?
There's always a face of him. Every match, header like
How?
face is mad.
Man said grass burn on his. I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
He's
grass burn on the
local,
face.
man.
He moving
Them
mad,
man
bro.
are crazy, but yeah, in terms of
But yeah, no, that's
credits.
good.
That's a. Man, I hope
think a
people.
lot-
Yeah, that's a good message for people that are fucking watching and the shit.
No,
'cause
no,
that's
I
a
was just saying,
fucking.
yeah, credit's good. But
man
obviously,
needs to
I
know
know
that shit.
That's what I'm saying. So, but don't get me wrong, yeah. If you can get the cash, bruv. Like, I
Yeah,
always say
obviously
cash
pattern
over
life,
credit.
but both of them, if you get them
Yeah,
too,
exactly. Yeah.
That's how
Because
people be
because I've been
dictating
see-
stuff.
I've been seeing certain things. I've been seeing certain like choices. Like, what would you rather have? $1 million in credit or $1 million in cash, brother?
million cash.
Exactly. But
What
some
kind of dumb is that?
Yeah, that kind of dog.
But, you know what?
bullshit
I know,
is
but
that?
What's
no,
my
no.
job? That I have to pay that. I pay back what?
But what I'm saying,
Credit.
no. The reason why I say that, yeah, because obviously we're trying to encourage credit and stuff,
Right.
yeah. A lot of people thinking, oh no, because credit's good, I'll take that $1 million in credit. Nah. Take that.
There's
cash,
levels
big
to
man.
it.
I know
There's levels,
Take
big
the
man.
cash, innit?
Hey,
Take
go
the
get yourself
cash.
a fucking
Take the
£500
cash.
credit card and
Yeah.
then just keep pumping £500 back into that.
Yeah.
Credit done.
Yeah,
God.
so that's what I was saying. That's
bullshit
why
is
I
that?
said that, because some people say, yeah, I have this. Was it? No, it was $3 million in credit. So it's higher credit or
I'll
lower
give you
cash.
something even more fuckery.
So that's why I was like, no,
Alright.
take the cash,
Hold
bro.
on, boys. Hold
Take the
on. I'll
Go
give you
on.
something even more fuckery, right?
Go
And
on.
this is a real question for you people out there if you're watching.
Mm.
Would you rather take £1 million or 1 million followers on Instagram and real time followers? All right, no. Before you make your face, real time followers, like they like your whole shit, everything. Constant streams of people giving a fuck. There's 1 million people giving a
million.
fuck.
Yeah,
Okay,
Or
I ain't
£1 million
gonna
I
lie.
still want the money, bro.
You think
Are you
he's Ibo though? But we're gonna have to. We'll cut to the commercial now.
alright?
We'll cut to the
Listen,
All right, and we're back.
I'm back.
I have an Igbo man.
I'm back.
Yes.
Man's got a
I
whole.
want the million in
Man's got
cash.
the whole the
Let me
outfit on.
take-
Like, come on, man's got the.
I got the money.
And I've got the money
I got
now.
the money.
Take.
These are my two
Take.
wives.
Let me take.
These are my
I
two
bring the
wives.
thing, Jerry.
Oh my, that'd be too funny.
Bring the thing. No, I'm
Whole
joking.
goats
I'll
coming
take
to
the
room and
cash.
that. What
But
the hell?
I get that. I get why
You'd be
people might choose.
surprised, man.
I-
I ain't gonna
people-
front. I'll take 1 million followers. You know.
Yeah.
You can flip that.
Yeah, you can.
You can continually
You can
flip
sell, you can
that.
sell like flat tummy tea, fucking
Hell yeah.
cinnamon water. I don't know what the shits
Hell
are.
yeah.
Fucking tooth whitening. You could do all that.
What would you take?
Bro, I'm on the fence, man. Don't get me wrong.
The thing is,
a million pounds.
No, the thing is,
£1 million, I could do bare, but at the same time, 1 million followers, I can do.
yeah, you can.
Socially, I could do a lot, and financially, I could do a lot. So
No,
I'm
Especially
on
if
the
you got
fence.
stuff
No, I
going on.
get it.
Yeah, man.
That's what I'm trying to say.
laid
With
out.
me, yeah, I don't really have like
Yeah.
anything going on in terms
Yeah.
of like obviously you got the music, you
Yeah.
got your studio,
Yeah.
and obviously you've got your like your
What he's
social,
doing
your
right
media,
now.
your media. Me, mine's just ear, cuz. So
Yeah.
give me the money. You get me?
Yeah,
you're a
nigga will
blogger.
just just sell
I'm
your
a
house.
blogger.
You're
Or
a
you-
podcaster.
Yeah, but
And if you have the
he'll probably flip his house. He'll probably like, we'll get 1 million, flip your house, buy bare property. Yeah, I get what you mean. I understand
That's
what
what
you're saying,
my
man.
circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, you
get
can
my
flip houses all of a sudden.
My circumstance, I'll probably I will find something to do
Yeah,
with
to
a mill.
flip. Yeah.
I get that. I don't have something. And yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. I got
See
the
what I mean?
blog, I
It's-
got the podcast.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I could, but with 1 million followers, yes, you're right. I could do that. I can.
And these are active 1 million followers, and people know how
I
important
know. I get
active
that.
followers
Yeah,
are.
active. That's the key.
Because
word,
that's
active,
important.
yeah.
Because they got
That's
bare.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good question still.
And all 1 million
But,
followers would
nah,
do is gain more people. Like, why the fuck are people liking this bullshit?
Cash on
But
check.
it could. Oh yeah, it
Cash
could be a
on
million.
check.
Where it could just be a million followers. Like
Yeah, that's
it's-
what I say.
that's-
That's
he said real time, but
That's
like
real time active. That's really important.
even that whole
I get
game,
that, I get that.
it's. But I think
Because
everything
I was the one that
gets
said it.
balanced.
I was the one
Like
that said it.
yeah.
Like I can see. Well, I can't see, but I know why people pay for. We spoke about it before because you can monetize that. 1 million active followers. Do you know what you could do with that?
Yeah, that's like them like Kim
Someone
Kardashian and
tweet
all that
now,
stuff.
So like when it blows up, we pop. Jordan,
that's common
tweet that
sense,
right now.
man.
No, hey, listen, that question's not be answered. Tweet that shit now. And then when it blows up, we'll be like, yeah, nigga, we came from here.
We came from nothing.
On
But
gang,
like,
gang, squad.
That's it, on gang.
on gang. But like,
Gang.
yeah, like even like all them celebrities,
Jordan,
Kim
I don't see you tweeting,
Kardashian.
big man. Start tweeting.
I ain't even on Twitter.
Why you on
I'm
Twitter?
on Twitter too, man.
Bro, I'm on Twitter. Not really.
Twitter's popping though, apparently. I heard it's popping. Like, it's where.
I said go to Twitter. It goes on Instagram.
You
I
don't
need to
know.
put something on Insta, innit?
But like, man, Kim Kardashian. That's why she can sell anything. That's why Kylie Jenner put that whole her lifestyle.
Fuck
Like,
that. I want 1 million active followers. Now that I think about it.
think
Big
about
man,
it.
They will get you to sell anything, and then over time, you're gonna accumulate that £1 million.
You might get
Fuck
it back in
that.
a year. Not even a year. You'll get it back in the first semester, bro. Like, it's calm. You'll
Semester,
be, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a semester.
You know what I mean?
That's a
First.
semester, yeah?
Trust me. You
What,
get
in
that
the
back.
States?
Yo, you get that quick.
We in the States, yeah?
No, hey, Denzel, I don't mean to part your answer. That's a terrible answer. 1 million active followers. Trust me, you're getting peas.
Yeah.
Over time, you're getting peas.
That's how some people start
Niggas
selling.
out here like, I beg you post my shit on the ground. It's fucking £50 a minute, big man. Come on.
Said a minute.
Yeah, that's why
No,
people
no, I get
charge.
it,
People,
I
people
get
get a
it.
certain amount of followers and
I
start
get it,
charging you for that stuff.
I get it. I get why people.
I don't
like,
know, man.
That's why when you explained it, I had to let you land because when you first met, I was like, huh? But but when I let you land and you said active, I
Yeah.
could see
Yeah.
why you would do it. Like
Yeah.
I won't look at you like, what? Are you alright? No, I get it.
And that draws us back to this whole divide between the generations, though.
I
That
get
that older generation will take the P,
But
cause
obviously-
because
they don't
and
know
run.
what-
P-
but like
as I
we
said-
get-
but as I said,
you know what I mean?
my situation,
Yeah.
because if you gave me $1 million, the first
Yeah.
thing, as you said, the first thing I do, pay off my mortgage.
Yeah.
Done. I
Yeah,
ain't paying.
smartest thing to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, of
You
course.
know what I mean? That's why my situation, I would choose the P's
Right,
because
yeah.
you know that if I was still, if
hear
I didn't
that.
have a yard on that end,
Shit.
bruv, I'll probably take the followers.
Yeah.
Podcast, you're right, but
I hear
just
that.
because of me,
'Cause-
I can only talk for myself. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it is what it is, though. But like, yeah,
But
the
it's
man, most people now, man, even young man, they'll take. People are doing the most just for followers right now.
Yeah, I know. Trust me.
Yeah,
The
hurting themselves.
Hurt
Have you
pe-
seen that video?
hurt themselves.
Have you seen that video? I didn't even want to get. You know what? I didn't even want to give it time, but
What
I saw
happened?
it on Snap, innit?
What?
This YouTuber, American, I'm not sure if you might have seen it, Jordan. He, I don't even know why I'm saying this. He lips his sister. I know Jordan's seen it. I know Jordan's seen
I
it.
I
haven't
didn't click
seen
in
it.
it.
I heard it in the
You heard it?
background, and I was just like, "What am I hearing?"
I didn't click it. I saw
Big man, big.
I didn't click it. I didn't give
somewhere
it
on the
any-
internet. I saw something. Yeah, and I was like, I didn't click it.
Ridiculous, bruv.
I didn't click
This
it.
is
but
ridiculous.
when I heard it in the background, because I
It's
heard people
ridiculous.
listening in the background, I was like,
It's ridiculous.
"Okay, thank my sister for this experience." I was like, "But no,
It's ridiculous.
for some followers,
It's
for
ridiculous.
some likes."
People are
It's
doing the
ridiculous.
most.
It's
You're
ridiculous.
disgusting, bro.
People, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm. It's
My
that's what I'm-
chest is hurting.
Same way some dons will sell their soul for P.
Someone needs to
Some
bang
people
that
are
guy
gonna
in
sell
his
their
chest,
soul.
like,
No,
hot one.
no.
Some
Bang,
people
no,
sell
you
their
don't bang
soul.
the guy.
No, don't do
You
that.
need to give him an RKO over the River Thames.
So wait,
Over the river.
so wait. He lit his sister in the face and
lit-
said, "Yo,
He lit. it
Thank
was-
you. Thank
it
you
was
to my sister.
ridiculous.
we're gonna do this." And she's about that life as well. Their family's done out here. The whole family is
See,
done. They're ready
this
to
is-
do whatever.
You know what? Yeah, I had to Google the
Once
term
you do
tact.
that, bro. Once you do that,
You see, I had to Google the term tap because I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
tap,
the
tap.
definition of tap.
and they're ready to
That's
do
tap, tap.
whatever. After you've done that, you're ready to do whatever.
That's
They
so
will fuck.
Game of
They will
Thrones.
do anything
They
with
will-
anyone.
At some point, they're gonna
That's a
fuck.
Game of Thrones sort of thing.
Put a
innit?
tape out,
That's a Game
or
of Thrones sort of thing, innit?
they'll finesse anyone. They're
Mate,
out
They're
here.
gonna fuck.
Okay,
And then you-
okay,
and
okay. That's
And they're gonna
enough.
charge
That's not
20.
even-
Ah, shit,
enough
man.
now.
Let's chill, please.
That's enough.
Can we
now.
please
I
chill?
just- yes. That's
Well,
Can you
enough.
please chill,
But
please?
even that,
'Cause
people are hurting themselves,
That's
like physically
fucked.
attacking
I'm
themselves to
telling
record
you,
a funny
people are
video.
doing things to
I'm not gonna
hurt.
lie, it's not funny. No, there's one bray on Instagram.
It's
squirts
funny,
lemon
like,
juice in his
damn.
eyes.
He squirts lemon juice in his eye.
Oh, what's that guy? Supreme Patty.
Fam, I can't laugh.
He's a
at
white
him.
guy.
I
He's
used to laugh when he
crazy.
was like quiet. Now I'm just like, nah, big man, you are.
The thing about it, I'm just
Self-harming.
laughing at like, wow, you're doing that.
You're
It's like,
self-harming right now.
wow. It's
For
like
likes.
that's what's funny. It's like,
It's
wow.
actually mad what people
Man put
do,
lemons
innit?
in his eyes, like get spun around, smoke spliff, jump off a building. I'm like, wow.
It's not that.
But
deep.
America's
But you know
America's
what? Yeah,
different.
you know what? Yeah, what cracks me up? Like,
But when people do stuff,
certain man has
though-
been doing this for time. Like that. What's their name? Not Jackass.
Jackass.
Is it Jackass?
Yeah.
That man have been doing it from
Yeah.
way back.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny
yeah.
how now it's becoming so much more.
Yeah.
I think because we
It's
can't. I
mad, you
think we
know?
can't.
It's mad.
I think because we can't see the money in our heads. your video on Instagram isn't going to make the money. Obviously, it will because you'll get
Yeah.
stuff out of
You'll
it.
get,
But Jackass, fam, this is a DVD. You had to pay £10 to get this. I
And
know
plus
you're making
MTV,
money.
and it's like it was
No,
like
but
real life.
Exactly.
I get that, like the money side, but I'm talking about like content rise. Like people have been doing fuckeries for so long,
Yeah.
and as you said, like
I
they,
just-
as you said, okay, then they were doing it for the money.
You can
because you
monetize
see the money.
anything
They were
nowadays.
Now it's just like it's funny how that culture's kind of shifted now
Yo.
to like social media.
Oh yeah, to be fair, I feel like a
That's
hypocrite
mad.
now that I say that because I fucking love Jackass. I was like, this is my
Hell
shit,
yeah.
man.
No, it's nothing wrong.
No,
There's nothing
Jackass
wrong.
is the original though. So
There's,
I'll
but
give
it's
it,
nothing
Jackass
wrong
the
with. It's
original.
just like the extent people go to
Yeah,
for
yeah,
followers.
yeah,
It's not.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
nothing-
yeah.
There's nothing wrong or
See,
good
this is what
about
I'm
that.
saying, this is what
Like, I
I'm
don't give
saying,
a
yeah.
fuck, really.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's that's the way it is. You know what I mean? But it's like that, bro. You're really doing that for
Yeah,
followers,
yeah,
though.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
you're really
yeah.
doing that. That's how you get OPs. You know what I mean? And when you catch man on a
Do you
calm
judge-
thing, you
But
probably might not
You
be
can
on
even
that
say
energy.
that about the Donnies getting face tattoos, bruv.
Yeah,
I don't care who you
yeah.
are.
Do you judge?
That is a
No,
wild
I
thing to
can't.
see.
How can I feel like what we judging? Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day,
can't
it's like
judge
it's like
them,
it,
man.
more time. Social media is like some of these men are characters, bro. Catch them
Yeah,
on a
yeah,
lonely,
yeah, yeah.
they're nothing
They're
like what they
quiet.
think
Yeah,
they like.
yeah.
And that's the problem they are existing with. It's like them and they're like, it's like you're not even what I thought you would be. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? So it's weird. It's so weird. So don't even take it for face value. Especially for me, for Graham, I take everything for face value. Like, I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Because
Alright,
if you fucked around and
the
started
fa- the face-
taking things deep in, you'll be tapped, bruv.
Let me just segue. Obviously, you got a half hour. I just want to touch on this quickly before
You'll
you
be
know.
tapped,
Obviously, R.I.P. and Nipsey Hussle.
man.
and that.
R.I.P. Nipsey, man.
Yeah, obviously, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I didn't listen to his music like that. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't. But obviously, when I heard what happened and I saw the love that he was getting, I thought, let me read up a bit on his stuff and seeing what he done for Crenshaw and that. And he did it. One thing I really like is that he actually did it because he wanted to see a betterment in his community. He didn't do it for the likes. Like, I didn't know. I bet you half of the people didn't know what he was doing for Crenshaw until obviously he unfortunately passed. He was doing it to see a better community. I respect that so much. But what I wanted to talk about, is about the whole that conspiracy thing that surrounds it.
I'm sick of people talking about that.
Nah,
I know we
no,
have
no,
to,
no.
but I'm sick of people talking about
No.
it.
The reason why we don't need to go into too much detail on that, but the reason why is that obviously I don't know what side you're on in terms of do you believe any of the conspiracies that are surrounding
Fam,
it?
Donny just murked him. That is the story.
So yeah,
Open
I
shut.
get that. But
I don't get why we have to.
But the reason why I brought it up is because I'm one of those people. I like to keep an open mind, innit? Like I'm not believing everything because some of the things I've been seeing is just like I heard he was 33, 6 shots. Are you alright? Come on, man. That's
Wait,
ridiculous.
What? 33. What?
33. So I've seen one thing. Oh yeah, he was shot 6 times. He was 33 years old.
Well, firstly,
Alright.
Firstly, I'll say, okay,
You can do some
you can take a conspiracy to the next level all the time, bro. Like
I like to
conspiracies
keep
can
an open
go
mind, innit?
to like, mate, can go out of space.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the basis is that this life ain't always where it seems to be in certain places.
See, this is the.
It is
mindset
what
I
it is,
have.
but it's like because you know how life goes. Like
Yeah.
you can meet people at like weird points in your life. You're like,
Yeah.
how the hell did I meet? How the hell we? It's all of that. Even
Yeah,
that's just the
yeah.
basics of that.
Yeah.
Okay, look at how Donny passed away, but I just look at because I follow this guy since time, like
Oh,
from
who?
time. Yeah, Nipsey Hussle from
Nipsey.
time.
Okay.
So I looked at his trajectory and what he was always
Promoting.
what he was always doing, how he got there, and what he was doing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, if it's just that, it's like the whole bounty thing. Do you know what I mean? If he was a bounty, he won't. I feel like he won't even try and do as much as he done. Do you get what I mean? He would have gone and somewhere else and like got the fame, whatever. Don't try and help his hood. But the stuff he was doing, like he started putting kids to learn to code. Little kids, like kids in his neighborhood would imagine like in Brixton, like Brick or like South London, whatever. You're making a youth center and you're telling kids how to code.
It's
You know how
serious.
powerful
Yeah,
coding
that's
is right now.
Of course.
That's what shapes
Going
the internet.
forward, like exactly.
Okay, and then
technology in
he's
general,
putting that he put that for kids. He made his own store. He was never signed to no. He was signed, but he was never signed. He made all his money from himself. Like his store had like it was like the first like digital store.
Yeah.
Like you see all that shit like, and he was gonna buy that whole complex himself.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's land. When you buy, you're buying land.
You're buying
Cool.
land, yeah.
And the way he was doing that was very rapid.
Yeah.
After the grind, though, it seemed like it was like, whoa.
I know,
like,
like,
he
he's been grinding.
But bear in mind, 33, and people notice him now, bruv. He's been grinding for
Grinding. He said
That's
he
of
didn't
course,
know.
of
He didn't know if it was gonna like. He didn't think it was gonna work. Like because
Yeah.
he's doing it the way you're supposed to kind of do it.
Yeah.
Do you got what I mean?
It's like
without selling out.
He
Without
had the
not being
foundation
authentic,
solidified. It doesn't matter what happened in
wait,
his life. The
wait, hold
foundation
on.
is there forever.
I get that. So what are you? What's your
So
point?
I'm just saying. There's no point. All I'm gonna say is that was his
I know
name.
you-
His energy and what he's doing won't die. Do you know what I mean? People
of
need to
course,
look
of
at that as examples that it can be done.
Of course.
Do you got me? That's all I got to say about it, because if people like that dying the way he did, it's crazy.
See, I get that.
That's all it is.
I
It's
get
crazy.
that. Because when I read up on my man,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, there's some conspiracies I've
Right.
heard that are just wild. But everything you just said, I've read up on a little bit, and I was just thinking, rah. That's all. I was
it
like,
can
rah,
go
like,
deeper
I
than
just
that.
exactly.
It can go because
That's why
he was
I
uniting.
just didn't want to take it.
He was
as face
uniting the
value.
Bloods and Crips. Like he was doing so much
That's what
that
I'm
is
saying.
like
That's what I'm saying,
disrupting.
like,
Like
I'm not
let's say disrupting
Like,
things. Do you get me? That's what,
What
he was
I'm saying is-
disrupting
wait,
things.
What I'm
let
saying
me-
is,
let me
I just
just
don't want
add.
to take it as fake. I don't think it's just a case of my man got mad and murked him. Like I wouldn't be surprised if there was an element deeper than
Deeper than
that.
that.
That's all I'm saying.
Listen.
That's-
But if
I wouldn't be surprised.
people do get
Wait,
stabbed.
wait.
People
The
do
thing
get
is
stabbed
that-
over like a little. Bro, people get hurt over like what you're looking at.
Like-
People have died over what you're looking at. So because apparently it was said that he called him a snitch, and then he went round the corner. He told me you're a snitch, not coming to the store, and then like, he was like, then the
got
guy,
mad and
then he
murked
came round the corner, came back with a strap and shot him.
No,
Okay, let's
let
look at-
me just add.
you know
let me
what I
just
mean?
add,
Yeah,
yeah,
go
'cause,
on.
like, we're getting to the halfway mark. Like
Are we getting halfway?
you got to think, right? You got to honestly think. If this is a conspiracy, as people say it is, yeah. And wait, let me just.
I don't care about the whole Dr. Sebi thing.
No,
I don't care
I'm
about
not talking
that.
about that.
Yeah,
I'm
it's,
just-
I don't care
even
about
Dr.
that.
Sebi's
Look,
is a
look,
vibe.
look,
He's a
just-
vibe
let's
as
just
well.
say, yeah, he got murked for a hidden reason. This has made whatever ploy they were hoping for worse, because you have literally showed the whole of America, the whole
Exactly.
of the world that they don't want you to win. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna push even harder so
Yeah.
that we have to win.
Yeah.
That's-
But at the same time,
That's-
I don't
that's
want
good.
people
That's
to misconstrued. There are some fucked up people in this world
Right.
that will just come and do some fuckery, and he got caught up in some fuckery.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I can believe conspiracies, but at the same time, I can just believe the shit that I see in front of me.
Yeah,
And all it
exactly.
is a nigga that came out of prison, I guarantee wanted to get put on.
it's
He was
not-
like, I beg you back away from me. And then
He's from the
like,
same
and he
set.
felt some
Yeah, I know.
sort
He's
of
from the same
some
set.
type of way,
I see a
came back
picture
and
of them
shot
two
him.
in the same. I see a picture of them two in the same like group, like people. Like
From
they're
the
same.
same set.
They were boys. Well, not boys, but they knew each other.
They were acquainted.
Yeah.
It's almost like a dream. Do you get what I mean? But like,
What is that?
But like-
tune. Ah,
What's
we
the
got
tune?
It's Kid Tunner, and it's called Billie Jean. It's on Grime Daily. Got a few
oh, is
views.
it?
Yeah.
Who is it?
So
Do
Billy
you know him?
Jean, Grime
Oh.
Daily,
My boys.
it's too lit.
Where do you think we got it? It's 2 ton.
Holla me for the pack to the Ami. On the back road, the main road, I'm used scatty. Man, no 124's like a cabbie. Hitting all the cells, got your catty in my passy. I'm kinda paro when I walk through the alley. My phone's moving biggie, so I phoned up Ali. Yo, Ali, how much for a Nokia? I need a juice in, make sure it's proper. Hotline bling, but I know about Cellies. I built mine on a 6-speed special. Pulls my shank on the block, gets techie. Back it on your dog, make him wobble like jelly. Wobble like jelly. 10 tang leng, come my packs come smelly. I send it back if the pack comes heavy. Cause I whine like if the sales come stress me. Nah, don't need no water, the drama. I just want the sales coming right back like karma. And she a fool when she thinks she's smarter. You're a baddest, you can never be my baby mother. My new drip is a Mazzoline. New season, you can catch it in your magazine. I'm smooth with it like Vaseline. She wanna be my lover like Billie Jean. But I'm in love with cream, I don't need the queen. All she wanna do is flex with the winning team. While she tryna move vex, tryna cause a scene. She said I'm fucked and I fucked up her self-esteem. Don't worry about me, I'm just being me. They know me, I get the pats gone easy. I hate the rolls double up real frequently. How you think my new books come from Italy? I love chopping and stacking, I got a bad habit. I make crow disappear like black magic. I'm on the main tryna cut through some mad traffic. No, I ain't stalling my whip cause it's automatic. She don't wanna punk, she wanna roll with a G. If she give me toppy, she can roll with me. Keep it closely, never leave you lonely. And that ain't not me, brother, that is homie. Don't need no what all the drama. I just want the sales coming right back like karma. And she a fool when she thinks she's smarter. You're a baddest, you can never be my baby mother. My new drip is a Vaseline. New season, you can catch it in your magazine. I'm smooth with it like Vaseline. She wanna be my lover like Billie Jean. Billie Jean, she is not my lover, but I make her turn freaky when she undercover. And don't gas by your bigger brother, bro. Caught him on the maze and he turned to runner. Billie Jean, she is not my lover, but I make her turn freaky when she undercover. And don't gas by your bigger brother, bro. Caught him on the maze and he turned to runner. Don't need no what all the drama. I just want the sales coming right back like karma. But she a fool when she thinks she's smarter. You're a baddest, you can never be my baby mother. My new drip is a Vaseline. New season, you can catch it in your magazine. I'm smooth with it like Vaseline. She wanna be my lover like Billie Jean.
I think, to be honest, when we was on the way there, yeah, because obviously we haven't been Brighton in years, innit? Like we got there now, and
very nostalgia, like a lot of it.
Yeah, like it was cool because obviously it was we got quite good reception from the students and that. Quite good reception from the students and that, which was good. I think we had 7 turn up.
8, 7.
8, 7. I was surprised. I thought it was gonna be like 5 or 4. You know what I mean? There, but it was good. One of our old lecturers was there. Watching, which was cool. They put us in a magazine. It got our blog more traction and that, which is good. We gave out a lot of good advice. You know what it is, yeah? I'll be honest, because obviously Brighton University isn't obviously up there with the other unis, is it? So I think a lot of the students wanted to come just to see how we did being graduates from the uni, because I think a lot of people come out of Brighton thinking, okay, I haven't gone to Oxbridge, or I haven't gone to Leeds or one of the red brick unis. How am I going to fare up with these lot in the corporate world? So obviously I think a lot of us gave them a lot of hope, you know, so it was good. They asked a lot of questions. You know what was there?
Why make me laugh? Give them hope. I mean,
it's not easy.
It's not easy,
there,
regardless.
It took a minute. We was nervous at first because obviously it was our first time. Hopefully we could do more of those talks.
It's actually weird, bro. Like, bear in mind, I've obviously been in front of people.
Yeah.
Now, to be in front of people where it's just quiet and their attention is just at you for every detail of what's coming out of your mouth, that's a weird flex.
So and then it was good.
A lot of power. You can actually tell people anything.
It was a good. Like we got good reception. Like they want us to come back, innit, and talk some more. And that. So
that's sick. That means
really
you get, because, like, what's his name? I feel like that should really happen a lot of more times in certain subjects. Like people come back and tell you, yo, this is how actually. But like some 100%. Real people, like. Not the pristine kid on the course. Like, it's always gonna be the top, the first guy. The person that first comes back and tells you, not relate.
The below middle guy, you know what I mean? That
like just made it. It's happened. Like, they come back and be like, yo, you man, it worked out.
You know that's basically.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like you.
Yeah, I'm like you.
I'm like you.
You man actually get at me.
I'm like you.
And then man, I can see, because like 8 people turned up. It's like obviously there's gonna be other especially black kids.
It was only minority. Like,
oh, seriously?
No white kids.
Oh, sick.
White people don't need that shit.
You're right.
White people don't need that. This is for the Negroes, isn't it?
All right. Yeah.
I got you. But nah, go back to the questions now. So obviously there was a lot of questions, which was good, because you weren't one of them was, oh yeah, any questions? Nah, alright, cool. Now,
there's
bare questions.
Yeah, they've been sitting, they've been waiting for y'all.
There was one particular girl, who you could tell she came prepared. Like she was asking about like the big four accounting firms and all that. I was like, okay, yeah, she knows. So obviously we know our stuff too, so we was alright. But there was one question. Now this was a lecturer now,
right?
Because we was talking about obviously diversity in a workplace and that, and how I think one of the main points that Marv mentioned was
is he
make
shaking
sure. That's shaking his head.
He's
It's
going
like,
back.
He's
into
going
that
back. He's
time.
speaking.
Like, damn.
I was just going back to how annoyed I was hearing that
So
question. I was just like,
he was talking about how, like, obviously, when you go into a role, make sure it
I actually
suits,
know the question now. I
make sure,
remember it.
make sure it suits you. Yeah, because a lot of the time similar to, okay, you can say being a bounty. Like, you go to a certain place, you forget all of your values because you're trying to fit in. Make sure the company, you don't need to do that. So this guy, you might as well finish the question. This guy come in and was like, it was quite pretentious. And he's like, oh, well, I work in, what did he say? He works in the student placement or student recruitment. How would I know that the company will do this and that? My man lost his wig.
Heated.
He got heated.
I didn't get.
My man got heated.
It was
Man
like
got heated.
Rightly so.
But
no. This is the question. He was like, okay, I work in student recruitment, whatever placement.
Shout
He's
out
like,
Brighton Uni, by the
How
way.
would I? Yeah, of course. Shout out Brighton Uni. And the guy that asked the question, like, it just got me heated.
yeah, carry on.
But I don't
No,
know.
you couldn't really tell.
So
I
this
could
is the
tell.
this is the question, right?
Yeah, you couldn't really tell.
It's like, so when I play students, how will I know if it's the best, if it's best for them?
That
And
the
I was
question,
just like,
you won't know.
you won't know how you. That's such a. No question is a dumb question, but that's such a dumb question. It was like, I was just like, big man, you have to just ask the students,
Yeah,
put
that's
them
the-
there, give like a tester, like
know,
a quick thing. Speak to them. If you want to put minorities in these
So
jobs,
just speak to them.
ask them, does it fit them? Does it fit their needs? What's the culture like, bro? It's not easy. It's not a hard thing
yeah.
to. Bro,
Because I think
if I came up to you and said, big man, what do you think? That's all that I need from you, man. That's all that I need.
Oh God.
I
Like,
think-
no, they
yeah.
ain't fucking with us like that. All right, then we're not gonna put you there again, or
yeah.
anyone there
But
again.
I think it's not just the question. I think the way he worded the question in particular was quite
As if he
as
didn't know.
yeah, that and as if
Quasia.
I said quite
That's the
young.
man there.
But it's like it's one of those ones where he asked it in a way where you think, well, yeah, I'm not supposed to know. What is that the student's responsibility sort of thing? It's kind of like he kind of relinquished every responsibility from what he does and kind of placed it
He is
on
lost.
us.
That's
Kind of thing. So
that's a
why-
guy. Unfortunately, if he's watching the show or whatever, that's the kind of person that literally should have more. He knows he should have more power in that department.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
And he's
That's
deflecting that
basically, yeah.
onto us.
Yeah.
Of course.
And that's his flaw.
Basically.
Instead of actually liaising with us and trying to fill that
Liaising.
void and be like, yo, okay, so let's ask some questions. So what do you actually
Exactly.
need?
Yeah. Because I think
Do you get what I mean? Instead of just
obviously
that will be way better.
Let's play devil's advocate here. Yeah, I think one of the reasons why he asked that question is, as I said, because of the university, he probably feels like if a student gets a place, regardless of the
Yeah.
culture, and if it's accommodating to you, you should take it.
Right.
I think that's what that was the impression he got. So now we raise these questions, as you said, about diversity. It kind of probably put him in a little bit of a sticking
Sticky
point
one. He never thought about it.
that he never thought about. That's why I think he asked that question.
He has never thought about it.
Like,
Imagine that he's never thought about it.
That's why he thought. So we was like, look, because we've been in roles where the culture just don't fit us, or not just
Right.
don't fit us, but we felt so out of place.
Right. Yeah.
And then that's when I had to jump in and explain to him, look, I'm going to be honest with
He
you.
cleaned up. I basically was just spitting facts, and then he obviously made it. You know what I mean? Like,
Is
alright.
that
Packaged it.
I-
Like packaged it.
I increased that.
Yeah.
I had to come in like Mo the comedian
Yeah,
in
it's
a nasty
packaged.
show. You know what I was doing? Man, I had to come
Yeah.
Like, you know what I put the shoulder like that. What he
Yeah.
meant to say
What he
was,
meant to
yeah,
say
is
was-
that- is that we
Sorry about
we
my
feel
friend.
the vibes.
Sorry about my colleague.
No, ain't no sorries. No.
So basically,
Yeah, sorry.
so basically, I had to come in and be like, look, I think the reason why we say this point is because we know we've been around in so much of these, and I'm not gonna. I took a little bit of onus. I said, look, and it does come from us as well,
Yeah.
because I think a lot of us feel like we don't fit in, so that already causes a divide, innit?
Yeah.
But with that being said, more needs to be done
Yeah.
from all parties
Yeah.
to ensure that you'll be better
But
suited.
I heard this recent thing where
Yeah.
like apparently them man there don't even like to acknowledge their flaws. Like, you know, them like kind of like white old men. The people that are fighting against the feminists, the people
Yeah.
that are fighting against that's the dons they're fighting against, and they think they're trying to take it out on all the man them. That's the don you don't need to fight. He's fighting us too. Okay, but it's like, do you know what I mean? But like that's the bit that's like not really. No, I lost my train of thought. But like,
It's cool.
it's like that's the people that need to like What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Can't remember, but I can't actually remember now.
Nah, it's cool, man. You'll get
The
there.
word that's like
Yeah.
they need
But
to
I
like
get that. But you're right, though, innit?
change
in
their
terms
way of
of-
But carry on talking.
It's kind of. We spoke about it before. Like in this new age.
Oh yeah, so they need to like get that whole diversity thing sorted. I know that's what people need, but like, why not? Do you get what I mean? And make themselves look
You
stupid.
just said it. It's because it's such an old
Yeah.
mentality where I think a lot of, and this is actually
This happens.
it's
This is
image-
fake. They get this. They do this with women. They do this with minorities.
Yeah.
They do this with religion.
Yeah.
Every criteria has a perfect.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
or preferred. Yeah.
preferred.
Yeah. You're right.
I swear to God, I feel like applying for shit saying not to the. I feel like saying not to the. What's that section where it says you don't have to say anything?
Yeah.
Oh, prefer not
what
to say.
about?
Not say, yeah,
I'm
nationality.
back, yeah.
Prefer not to say. Religion. Prefer not to say.
Big man,
I swear to God, you just
we
put
used
that.
to try this for job applications.
Does it
like-
work?
Like it don't work. It don't work.
They need to know something, innit?
They need
Yeah.
at the end of the day, they just have to see my
be
last
honest,
name.
But
I'm
how?
like
Can,
you keep doing that.
you can never find. You can never.
You keep doing that.
Yeah.
They'll probably not 9 times out of 10. They probably won't even look at you.
Look. Right.
Because
Yeah.
they want to know something.
They, of course.
Yeah.
And if you
of
say and you
course.
try and lie, again you're already.
So
in
what
back foot.
criteria was he based in his things on?
I think he
Do you
was
get what I
basing it-
mean?
He was basing it on the company. That's what I'm
Wow.
trying to say. He was
Right.
definitely basing it on the company.
Right.
As I said, I guarantee most of the time he'll come up to a student, place them in H&M.
Yeah.
H&M. H&M.
Shout out
H&M.
Oh,
Almost left. Oh,
Oh, you actually
Yeah.
left. Hey,
free slave.
hey.
Wow. That's a free slave. Guys, that's the energy
yeah,
that's coming
no.
behind that.
No,
Yo,
the reason
he
why-
was
I
locked
didn't
down.
even mean H&M because I meant H&M because of the whole racist thing or Gucci.
Yeah.
And then let's make one of them who they don't really rate black people. They don't care. But because of the name, you just place them. Yeah, I got you this job. I got you this placement in Gucci. I want you to go there.
Right.
Okay.
Innit? Okay. Thanks.
You know, and you go there and you're seeing these new jumpers. And
Yeah.
You get what I mean? That's basically what I think he was basing it on.
right.
He didn't think about the person. He's just thinking
Right.
about where to get them. And I
Right.
get that because
That's what
the university, you know.
But that's so left brain. That's
Exactly,
like so
exactly,
logical.
exactly.
Life is not, bro. You need to.
Exactly.
People have feelings, Ruboy. Like you need to. That's the whole.
Yeah,
That's what
what
we're
I'm
kind of into right now.
That's
It's
what I'm
like
gonna say, yeah,
people are balanced people. You know what I mean? Yeah, people actually feel. You know what I mean? So it's like, bro. But them man there, they're gonna probably like kick it like that. You know what I mean? They're gonna hit the grave like that. Do you know what I mean? So you can't really change them, but you can look at that. Damn, there's the problem I have to solve. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, but you can't change it. But at the same time, you don't need to take what they have to say into account.
exactly.
Like, you know,
But
it's
bro,
like-
a lot of people do.
bro, at the end of the day, these niggas, they might,
Yeah.
they might hit the, hit bed.
But a lot of
soon.
people do still take them what they say. A lot, especially those young bucks in that you have to speak to. They probably listen to my man. You know what I mean?
need
But
to
lucky
get
lot came
work,
with the
man.
realness. Like you came with the realness.
Yeah. But it was good though. Hopefully, obviously, that going forward, we come across more like we can help, you know, more people and that.
Yeah.
And it was shout out to Brighton Uni, innit? Because, yeah, man.
That's
and they're
good.
changing it, bruv. They're doing bad shit. Like,
Yeah, they get a lot of money. I mean,
they're
universities
P's
get
and
money.
P's
Yeah,
and P's are coming in. But yeah, that
from
was
us,
it. How much
from
time
our
you got?
loans.
You might as well do your tune, innit?
Yeah,
So
we'll
do
throw that in there. Yeah.
Fill your tune up.
Right. Oh, I was just gonna fucking
Or is there anything you want to say?
jump on Twitter, see what I'm going for.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
go,
the last
go,
bit.
last
Yo,
little
I
bit.
need to. Yeah, I'm gonna sort something out with this because we need to like add like a graphic or something that says like Twitter rant.
Oh,
Do you get what I mean? Like something that's here. Like you get what I mean? Like 'cause
And we
this,
still need to do an intro as well.
yeah, because
We'll
that
do
looks sick.
Anyone got
Jeez.
Twitter going?
I got Twitter, but I think it's quite quiet now because obviously bank holiday and that, people are out and about. Not a lot of people are tweeting. You know.
Fuck, man, I'm waiting for something stupid.
This is so mad. Like people actually like. How can you say Happy Easter?
With mini eggs.
It's mad. That's how. That's why I don't really take like a lot of things are getting
Man
so
United's
obsolete.
Man United's losing 3-0, you know.
No, we're not.
What?
No, we're
I
not.
can't believe it.
No, we're not.
Oh yeah,
No,
all
we're
United
not.
fans.
No, we're
Wait,
not.
what?
No, we're not. No, we're not. To who? To Everton.
Yeah, bruv.
What?
Away.
Away, yeah, bruv. And on that note, peace out, cuz.
Yeah,
That's all mad.